Hi, this is Mike from Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To, and today I'm going to show you how to potentially save yourself a lot of frustration and possibly a lot of money on Amazon on Prime Day. Keep watching to find out how. Okay, so in today's video I'm going to show you how to potentially save yourself a ton of money and maybe not fall for all the hype on some of these Amazon deals that we see from day to day. Now this is going to work for most Amazon regions, UK, US, Canada, Japan, etc, etc. If it doesn't work in your particular region, don't panic. You can go to the site from where we're going to be getting this information from, and there will be updates coming out, so don't worry about that. But for most of us within Europe, USA, Canada, etc, the Americas, this is going to be absolutely brilliant, and potentially you could save yourself a ton of money. So unless you've actually been living underneath a rock for the last couple of weeks, you probably know that Amazon Prime Day is happening today, which is the 13th of October 2020, and also tomorrow the 14th. And also coming up, we've also got things like Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Christmas sales, New Year sales. So just because this video is entitled for Prime Day, this actually works all year round. So it's definitely worth checking out and definitely worth adding this to one of your extensions in your browser, which is what this is all about. So there is a product out there, or a extension for Chrome called CamelCamel, or the Camelizer, and this is a service which is designed to help save you money on Amazon. Now they do pay for their service in some way, because if you click on some of their links from their site, you do actually use them as a kind of affiliate, and they do get a slight commission. You don't pay any more, if anything you're saving money, but Amazon do give them a little bit of a reward, much like they do in the affiliate program for YouTubers like myself. So if you do want to help out the Camelizer, then you can do by buying directly from their site. But if you just want to save money on your existing Amazon purchases that you're doing through existing affiliates like myself, then I'm going to show a nice easy way of doing it. So the first thing to do is to go over to your computer and fire up Google or your browser of choice. Ideally it needs to be a Chromium based browser which supports the extensions, so Edge will be fine with this, as will Google Chrome current version. And what we need to do first of all is go to the CamelCamel site. So luckily I've got it here, I've searched it already. So CamelCamel, just type that in your search and we'll go to uk.camelcamelcamel.com. So click on the link there, and this gives you a brief introduction of what it's all about. So basically we help you save money. So it notifies you of Amazon price drops, all that kind of thing. You can have price history charts. Now for us now going into Prime Day, price history charts are going to be super important, because yes, you may get a notification from Amazon saying a product is very, very cheap, or you look at something, it's like, oh wow, £30 off, which sounds like a fantastic value deal. But chances are it's just been artificially raised over the last few months or last few weeks, or maybe even just a couple of days, and now they've dropped it just to make it look good for the sales day. So one way of working out if that has actually happened or not is to use CamelCamel. Now what you can do is you can actually just type in a product name or description in this top search bar here, which says find Amazon products. Or alternatively, if there is a specific product, you can actually just paste it into there. So if you don't want to install the extension, you don't have to. You can just go to the CamelCamel site. So let's take a good example. So let's try the Ryzen 3600, which is a pretty popular chip right now. And there we go, there is a Amazon bestseller. So what we can do is we can copy the URL from the top of the screen. So highlight it all, click on copy, go into CamelCamel, and then we can right click and then choose paste, stick that in there, hit the search bar, and you get all your Amazon price history for this particular product. So in the moment, as you see there, £190. Some of these results may be slightly off, but it certainly will give you a good indication. So as we can see, if we scroll down the Amazon price history, the initial start price, or the release price, was actually £190. It then went up to £200 shortly after, which is likely to be what happens with the Ryzen 5000 series. And if you want to know more about the Ryzen 5000 series, then you can click on the link up here and find out a lot more. But this is probably going to be reflected. So as we can see, we have had some significant lows here, down to the lowest actually on Amazon was £152.93, so that is a whopping £50 off nearly. But unfortunately, as you can see, it's gradually risen up again, so it's currently at £190. So in this particular instance, as we haven't seen really much of a decrease overall from probably, I would say, June, July, where it's steadily been creeping up, if we now had a deal for maybe £170 on Prime Day, that would certainly look pretty appealing based on how the pricing is structured at the moment. So that can give you a really good idea of if a bargain is genuinely a bargain. So with that in mind, let's take a look at another product, one which maybe does get discounted quite heavily at certain times anyway. So a Fire TV stick. Those are generally always on offer on Prime Day, that kind of thing. So here we are, the all new Prime. Let's take a look at that one. And again, we'll just copy from the top there, go into CamelCamel, back up to the top, and we can paste in our URL, hit on the spyglass, and then we can see our history. So we scroll down through. Now this one is actually a pretty bad one, so this must be a relatively new listing, or it's been the same price all the way through. So looking at this has been from September the 24th. So this is actually a relatively new listing, and the prices remain the same. So in this instance, it's not particularly helpful. So let's go back one, and we'll look at the one underneath, which is the Amazon Choice, which is actually a little bit dearer. And we'll copy that one, go back in, and again, we'll paste our URL, stick that in the search box, hit on the glass, and this is much, much better. So this has given us a much better history. As you can see on the screen, so this is from October 2018. So you can see here, there's been pretty much good drops throughout the range. So it starts off at $49.99, as you can see in the top right hand corner, but we have had lows as low as $29.99. And actually, I can remember that was pretty much, I think that was Black Friday back in 2019 when it dropped down to that price. But since then, it's been in and around the sort of £35 mark, as we can see it's dropped to, and around about the £40 mark. So £50, it has been reasonably steady. So essentially, if you see a bargain like this, or if they show you it being available for, I would say probably in the region of about £30, £35, that I would class as a deal. £40, I would say, is not far off some of the drops they've had previously. So again, do bear this in mind. Do use the price history to see if a product is actually worth going for. Now, for some of you, you're probably thinking, oh, this cutting and pasting in from one tab to another is a real pain in the proverbial. And I'd be tempted to agree with you. So what you can do is you go back to the homepage of CamelCamel, and if you want to, you can create a free account. But the one we're looking at here is the browser extensions. So we click on browser extensions, and basically what you can do is go to the Chrome store and basically get this as an extension. Now it says there you can get it for Google Chrome, you can get it for Microsoft Edge, Mozilla Firefox, Opera, and Apple Safari. So pretty much most of the browsers there. I don't think there's any they've made obviously not in the list, so that should cover most people. So all we want to do is go to the market, install that. I won't go through that now because it'll show personal details, etc. But most of you probably know how to install an extension. If you do want a video on that, then do let me know and I will try and make a video on it. So let's go back to Amazon again. And now if you see in the top right hand corner here, you can see now I've got the extension there. So there's the Camelizer, and as you can see it says access to the site. So the browser extension is installed. So what we can do, close down the other window, the Camelizer, don't need that anymore. So on this particular one again, as we showed earlier, all we need to do is when we're on the page, just click on that, and it will basically bring up exactly the same thing in a nice little window. So you don't have to open up another tab, you literally just click on the button and it will show all the sales history. Again, we've got all the usual stuff there. You can actually, if you want to, from this particular window, at the bottom it says we'll send price drops to, and you can set certain price drops, you can set thresholds, so if it reaches a certain price then you can be notified, all those kinds of things, which is actually pretty cool. But for most people, you're probably just going to be looking quickly through before things sell out tomorrow or on Wednesday to see what is available. So you can just go into your individual products. So let's look at another popular one. So what should we say? So let's have a look at some of the B550 motherboards and see what are available. So obviously when you're doing this during the sales time, click on an item. That's an Amazon Choice one, so that'll be pretty good. At the moment it's $159.99, or 98 rather. Click on the Camelizer, and very quickly we can get a really good idea of what the previous prices have been. So you've got in the green line, you've got the Amazon price. In the blue line, you've got Amazon third party new. So that's like other sellers that aren't Amazon or that are selling through Amazon. And also you've got third party used. So at the moment, the lowest we've seen on this particular motherboard is £154.99 from a third party seller. Amazon have been selling them themselves for $159.98, and that currently is the lowest price. So if this is the board you're looking for, you know that at the moment Amazon pretty much is at the lowest price, and obviously if it is sale time and it is Amazon Prime Day and that price is still low, then it certainly makes a good choice to go for it right now. So that is pretty much it for the Camelizer, or CamelCamel.com. I certainly suggest you use it. I use it all the time, especially when I'm searching out for bargains, and some of the other guys on our Discord also use it for putting deals into our deal section, which you're more than welcome to join from our Discord links, which are in the video description. But definitely, if you're not too sure, are you being taken for a ride? It's really difficult to find out price history without either going onto forums and maybe doing back searches or using the way back catalogs, etc. So this is a really nice, simple, easy way of finding out if something's been cheaper at a previous time and whether or not you're getting stitched up. So there we go. There has been my top tip for Amazon shopping. I've been Mike. This is Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To, and hopefully we'll catch you in the very next video. Thanks for watching.